Welcome to Math 1524. I'm Jerri England, your instructor for the course. My email is easy to remember. It's just like the country, england@vt.edu. I have 8 hours of Zoom office hours per week. There are help session videos available in Canvas. Help is also available from peer tutors on Zoom. There are GTAs that are there to help with labs in this course. You can check out the hours for these things by selecting Getting Help on our course website. The best advice I can offer you is to work ahead and don't be anonymous. You can't utilize the large volume of help available if you begin working 2 hours before your deadline. Plan on working ahead and studying days, not hours, before your exams. Read, practice. You can also watch a video, watch a lecture, get help, reread, practice, get help. This is an active learning course, not a passive one. You can join me in Zoom anytime I have office hours. You don't have to make an appointment. You can ask the peer tutors on Zoom for help with anything in the course anytime the Zoom tutoring is available, except for labs. Remember that there are separate tutors for labs. Expect us to have a conversation with you to build on what you already know, to give you something to work on, and refer you to the section of the text that's relevant to your question. A good basketball coach doesn't say, "Hey everybody, sit on the bench and watch me play basketball." Instead, they get you out on the court, they figure out what you do well, and they help you to improve. That's our goal too. The peer tutors on Zoom will help you answer questions about lesson material, practice problems, and calculator use, as long as you're not actively taking a graded quiz or exam. They will not answer questions about grading and deadlines. Those questions should go to me. How to study for this course. Study early, study often. Get ahead of your deadlines, study several days a week. Talk to your instructor on Zoom or over email. Ask for help from the peer tutors. That's all part of being not anonymous. There are weekly videos that I'll make available. Emails will be answered regularly throughout the day. I'm guaranteeing you that I will be available every weekday from 8 to 9 a.m. by email. We have a textbook that's available online. It's free. It's linked on our course website. There are examples in the textbook that you should treat as homework. There are also lesson problems you should treat as homework. Don't just try to read them like it's some kind of novel. Actually work the problems out. There's a practice problem system that contains problems that are a little more difficult than the examples and the lesson problems, but they're drawn from the same bank as the quizzes and exams. You want to do a lot of practice problems so that you're sure that you fully understand the material. We recommend you do at least 30 random problems correctly before you take your graded quiz each week. All material that's covered and the deadline dates can be found on the schedule page on our website. The date and time your graded quiz or exam is due can be found either in the quiz and test system or on campus. That's the latest time you can begin your quiz or exam. Take your quiz or exam well before that time. You have a quiz deadline every week. Most weeks you also have a lab or an exam through the Emporium quiz and test system. Quizzes may be taken one time before their deadlines. Exams may be taken one time or two times. If you choose to take an exam twice, your score will be 2/3 of the higher grade and 1/3 of the lower grade. Now, if you get the score you want the first time that you take the exam, you certainly don't have to take it a second time. I do recommend that if you're going to take your exam twice, have your first attempt be several days before the deadline. That way, if you get the score you want, great, move on in the material. But if you don't get the score you want, you've got some time to study before you take it the second time. You have additional surveys and assignments through Canvas. And there's a final exam in this course. Your final course average is computed by using your quiz average for 10%, your lab average 15%, your exam average, which is 55%, and your final exam is 20%. Notice that there's no way you could get an A in this course without taking the final exam. Software. Quizzes and exams should be taken using the most current version of Safari or Firefox. Both of those are available free. The only software allowed in this course during a graded quiz or exam is a simple drawing program, such as Preview, a non-programmable scientific calculator that does not graph nor do derivatives, and Microsoft Excel. We will be using Microsoft Excel extensively. I highly recommend that you actually use Microsoft Excel as your calculator. When you're taking a graded quiz or exam, don't use the back or forward or any other browser tools to navigate. Be sure to log out of the practice problem system before you try to begin your graded quiz or exam. You shouldn't be logged into both simultaneously. Stay active in the system. You'll be deemed inactive after 45 minutes, and your quiz or exam will be inaccessible. I recommend you click among the questions every 44 minutes or less. Don't try to take a quiz or exam on your phone. The final exam covers all course content. There are 25 questions. You can only take the final exam one time. Labs in this course were written by the Pamplin professors. You'll be using Excel to complete the lab assignments. You can get help and ask questions about the lab assignments through Zoom lab help sessions with the GTA before the lab problem quiz deadline. Your entire score for the lab assignment comes from your score on the lab problems quiz. So you want to take that lab problems quiz seriously. Be sure to complete the lab assignment prior to beginning your quiz. You can take each lab problem quiz one time from any computer with internet access, and you can use that Excel file that you create and the lab assignment while you take the lab problems quiz. The undergraduate honor code pledge for Virginia Tech is, as a Hokie, I will conduct myself with honor and integrity at all times. I will not lie, cheat, or steal, nor will I accept the actions of those who do. You can go to honorsystem.vt.edu to find out more about the Virginia Tech Honor Code. Now, in an Emporium course, we do abide by that honor code. We report violations. The violation of any university, college, departmental, program, course, or faculty rules relating to academic matters that may lead to an unfair academic advantage by the student, Violating the rules will be reported. You're expected to abide by the honor code. Now, what does that mean for this course? When taking a graded quiz or exam, you may use only the software permitted for this course, which in this case is Excel, some drawing program, and a calculator that doesn't graph or do derivatives. You can use notes that you yourself have taken, and you can use the online textbook. You may not seek help from tutors or your instructor while you are taking a graded quiz or exam. You may not seek help from other students or anyone else while taking a graded quiz or exam. Deadlines in this course are strictly enforced. You must begin your quiz or exam before the deadline time. If you miss a quiz deadline, you'll receive a 0 on that quiz. If you have a valid excuse, you may make it up. If you miss an exam in this course, you receive a 0 on that exam, unless you have a valid excuse and you make it up. The lowest 4 quiz grades will be dropped at the end of the semester. The final exam grade will replace the lowest exam grade if it is to your benefit. Multiple requests for extensions will be tracked and reported. Do you have any deadlines soon? Yes. You have an orientation quiz. Your quiz 1 is based on the information in this session. And if you haven't done so, be sure to fill out the pre-orientation survey and complete the the schedule upload in Canvas. Those are included in your Quiz S grade. Email and Canvas messages will be very important this semester. With the course being entirely online, this is really my only way to contact you. So you'll be receiving numerous emails or Canvas messages from me throughout the semester. Read those, please. They contain important information about the class. All right, I wish you well in the course. Please let me know if I can help in any way.